Alright, hello. So I am back. Um, Figured I'd give a little show of the Minecraft world that I kind of lost myself into. So let's see, we're gonna go to 750, 350. This is where I spent the last like 4 months, kind of like a complete breakdown kind of thing, and yeah, escaped the real world into a Minecraft world. Wasn't bad though. Eventually, everyone's kind of started playing with me there, the boys and their friends, and Sue, and everyone joined the world. So, this is where we have the base on our world, right in here. Like all around in here, anyway. But I wanted to give a little tour of what it looks like before I kind of went OCD on it. So, yeah, this is just one great big jungle forest. Alright, so we'll exit out of here. And basically, I was playing by myself, and then everyone kind of wanted to play, so we started playing multiplayer. And more people you have playing, the slower it goes. And so I decided to buy a realm, pay monthly fee for it, and now Mojang or Microsoft, whoever it is paying for my server, so it's absolutely great. All right, here we are in the world. This is where you would spawn in. Sue has been doing some pixel art there, having a little bit of fun. So anyone who comes in, you come off and around here. I just switched it to creative, or not creative, sorry, but peaceful. So there's no enemies or anything like that I have to worry about while giving the tour. Anyway, there's chests full of gear, all in here and stuff. This compass leads the way to the tree base. The tree base is the community base. I started it off, and then people started joining the world and helping out little bits here and there and building their own things. So yeah, anyway, it's where everyone can go and grab supplies. It's where I build farms and cool things like that. So let's see, we are going in that direction. Let's go for a ride. Oh no, we're not going in that direction. We're going in this one. I built farms for everything. You know, there was days I couldn't sleep. Couldn't eat, nothing like that. It was crazy. But this was kind of my way of saving grace, just staying around. But this is that forest that I just showed you in the other part of the video. And this is kind of what we did to it. Giant hill and a bunch of trees, and then a really big tree coming at the top of it. And it took a lot of patience and time. Over there we have Gav and his friend's little bong, which I had to go and add my little touch with the campfire. Maybe get it struck by lightning every now and again, so it actually looks like it's smoking. Definitely cool. So yeah, this is where they kind of hung out and built some base. It's underneath. There's let's go take a look. So there's these water elevators. It's the easiest way to get around. Yeah, so they got a little base here underground. I imagine there's some secret entrances. I think it was up here. Maybe. Anyway, all sorts of cool things. So, what I end up spending my time on, yeah, there we go, was inside that dome. As you can tell, we're still working on it, still work in progress, but you start doing something and then all of a sudden another idea pops in and you have 1,000,001 things going. So when you come in here, this is where I was making horses. They're like fastest horse that you can have. We flatten this all out. So when I first joined the world, I came here, I came up to this hill. I liked it here, so I was like, this is where I'm going to build my castle. So I built a castle here. And then over time, just upgraded it, added some little things, had some farms down here with sheep and cows and chickens and stuff. Right now, here's my immortal dog. Yeah. So it's my whole plan was to, if you can call it a plan. I'll show you when we get up to the top of the castle. So yeah, as you can see, there's like 4 different entrances into the castle. Let's go in this one. All right. So here we are on the main floor. This was like storage for wool and stuff. I'll show you where all that moved to. This was storage. So this is basically empty rooms. There is still food here. So, there's still some stuff kicking around. This was a staircase down into bedrock where I was mining for stuff when I first started. And over here, down this way, is something that I built completely by myself. And if you're not familiar, those are emerald blocks. That's gold blocks. Kind of a little on the rich side in the world. Yeah, everything you could possibly need. So what I did is, this is like a villager trading hall. Everything that you could possibly need, you can get from the villagers. I used to have all the different armors and stuff here until I just loaded it right up. But, I switched over to things that are more useful for the end of game. Just a bunch of different armor sets all around. And this is 100% survival, so no hacking, no cheats, no nothing like that. I built this. It's my villager zombie curing station. So how it works is there's a spawner up in there where some zombie spawner anyway. They'll spawn up there. They'll go to the center hole because that's where I force them to. They fall down there. And if you end up with a zombie villager, I have a series of like trapdoors and fence gates. So let's switch off that. So you can like move them around, and it opens it up. They'll come through here. Then you just cure them, and they give you a permanent discount. So it's kind of my way of breaking the game's economy. Yeah, it was a neat little design. And then I designed this as our potion room, and it's been currently moved. Well, I haven't. Oh, just some stuff. Yeah, so this was like brewing stations and stuff. This is my own personal little storage room for armor and weapons and stuff like that. Yeah. All right. Where to next? This is down. We don't need to keep going any lower. That's where the diamonds and iron are. So, come in here. Water elevators, told you. They take you everywhere. D. I'm just standing around. Now this is our bedroom. Just put it in here. Place to save and whatever. Alright, so now we're at the roof of the castle. So what I was doing is I'm changing the whole roof into that stuff called Sculk, new block. And if you take a look at it, it's luminescent. So it kind of glows and flickers and stuff like that. And almost looks like a night sky. So I figured that over top of the castle, well, look pretty bitchin'. And that's a water elevator to the top, but we're going to take the staircase. Now we're inside the tree. So this is that big tree that you've seen on the outside. We're now on the inside. There is the water elevator that goes to the top. Everyone's going to be given like some floors to design if they want to. They can just, branch out here, build a floor, build whatever they want to do there. Let's see. And if you're wondering, this took thousands of hours. Like, I literally couldn't do anything. I couldn't even get off the couch. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. So, yeah, I just did some stuff there. We put leaves up. Well, I put leaves up here. These are the branches that we've seen from the bottom. And it's just a neat little sitting room, I guess, or whatever. Furnaces with a permanent supply of bamboo going to them. It's not the greatest fuel, but it works. Alright, let's go up to the top. This is where all the farms are. I got my little AFK fishing farm. Essentially, I fish here. All the loot gets funneled down into this chest, and it's nice and easy. We got sugarcane here. Kelp here. Cactus. Bamboo. Yeah, this tends to fill up quite quickly, so that's why I use this as a fuel going down. This was our original smelter. I'll show you the updated one, but this is where anyone can come and smelt something. Farm automatically uses bone meal. Just click and hold it. I love redstone. This is all redstone stuff. Making circuits. Same thing with this. This is my sugarcane farm. Just instant sugarcane. Kind of cool. And garbage disposal. Just fires it into the lava. Alright, so what way do we want to go first? I think we'll go down the supplies here. So this is for like flowers, which can be used into dye, which you can make all different color things. This was for getting portal blocks, but that's an illegal block, and it no longer works. If you're brewing potions, you need nether wart, and this is my nether wart farm. And essentially, you just push the button. It all gets flushed. There's something nice about this. And it all just comes down here. I'm just going to gather it all up here. Well, what I can. Dee. Yeah. So, kind of manual at the moment. Oh, crap, that's full. Let's throw some stuff in here. Oh, not my trident. There. Oh, no, still want to stack. Perfect. Yeah, so once you flush it, you hit the button again, and then you can replant, and that is the way we do things here. Why are you sitting around? This was what we used for duplicating a few items. We spent an hour duplicating some netherite because, well, netherite is hard to come by, and it makes a great building block. It's blast resistant, it's hard, you can't break it all that easy, so it's great. Anyway, this is a crazy cool redstone contraption that I built. It is got a whole lot of moving parts to it and stuff. A lot of blocks, a lot of confusing stuff, but essentially you come here, you hit the switch, and it turns it into moss blocks, and then it gets picked up by the rails underneath, and then gets converted into bone meal. So essentially, this is my bone meal farm. As you can hear, that's a lot of bone meal. Over here is a tree farm with some nifty little redstone that I designed myself. And essentially, you just sit here with some saplings, point at this thing. There's a lever. I can't remember where I put it. It's somewhere around here. Anyway, and it cubes up the wood, so there's an unlimited supply. As you can see, once this here gets to this line here, it gets pushed out that way. It's already at the max right now, so that's just a giant cube of wood. This is my wool farm. Something I designed myself, and gives you all different colors of wool. So it's like, you want to play around with some colors, have at her. But yeah, They essentially just all hang out in here and essentially get sheared as soon as they need to. As soon as they eat grass. Ooh, let's give... Okay, I'm going to be redoing a few things over this way, but this is just a dripstone farm. It's really hard to farm. It's fairly slow and not really useful for a lot of things, but I might as well have a farm for it. This is an iron farm. Automatically makes iron golems. They automatically get killed. And I have unlimited iron. I'm on like the 6th design of that to make it like really good. I'm still working on it. Alright, so what we have here is our gold farm. Endless supply of storage so that you can AFK for a long ass time. It's actually got a sorting system in behind. I got it set to sort a few different items. So, like for instance, this one is rotten flesh. Rotten flesh will only go into this line here. And the boys were messing around and tinkering and did some kind of thing down here where the rotten flesh gets all incinerated or thrown away or whatever. I don't know what they got going, but... and then like all the gold swords and shit come... Oh, poop. Come over this way. Essentially, I'm using a game mechanic where when you flicker a nether portal, that's what the lava's there for, lighten it all up. So when you flicker a portal, zombie piglins will spawn in, and they get swept away into the water, brought into the water tube here, carried up this way, and then drop down there to where they almost die. And we all sit in this little room right in here. And this is where you can just stand on, collect the experience. They can't hit you. They can't hurt you. You can sit here for hours, days, whatever. And, yeah, Iron Golem to protect you. Hey. Iron Golem in here to protect you. I'll give a little demonstration of how it works. We're just going to throw it on. Well, let's throw it on hard. Alright. So when you come up here, you hit the lever. And that activates the Trident Killer that's in there. And let's go have a nice little close look at what's going on over here. So as you can see, it's flickering. There's a crap load of zombie piglins right down that way. Let's drop down. Hello guys. So they all hate me. And they all try to get me. So now they come over into the water, as you can see, and it just shoots them up. And then they come down here and gets killed, and that's how that works. So let's turn off peaceful again here. Alright. I designed this by myself. Gav helped me put in a couple portals. But, yeah, let's turn that off. And then, like I said, everything kind of gets funneled down this way. And alright, let's see. Lava farm. Self-explanatory. Lava produces here. Come grab it. This was my attempt at a fish farm up above. Doesn't work. Usually only collects squids. So I call it now my ink farm. But this here is a drown farm. So that's where I get my tridents, and that's about it. It's not really useful. Used at the beginning of the game, spent all this time building it, don't even use it anymore. You just sit here, and things spawn in the water, drop down, and die. Okay. I did have it all hooked up with rails and stuff like that to make it easy for getting around. But then I got an Elytra, and it's pretty easy using that, as you can tell. Alright, so we're back to the center. So it's just the two ways, one down that way, which is like those supplies, and this way is like food and stuff. So, like I have a honey farm, just a bunch of bees in there doing their thing. And all gets funneled in here. No, I'll do that later. This is my automatic chicken cooker. It's a nifty little thing. You know, chickens go in here. When they grow up, they die. And it's just essentially how it works. Sweet berry bush. Yeah. Then, let's see. I designed this. No, not going to make it there. Let's come in here. Alright. So, this is a melon and pumpkin farm. And underneath it is a minecart that collects all the stuff. Observers detect when there is something that goes, and then pistons break it. A lot of redstone, a lot of building, a lot of trial and error. But I got it to work. Told you, nothing but time. Everything that's left over gets turned into bone meal. Holy crap. Alright. Over here is we have our villager crop farm. So this is carrots, beetroot, taters. And it's just, I'm using villagers to automatically mine or harvest all this stuff. And then I steal it. Because I'm good like that. Alright. Over here. Ow. Is a... it's not necessarily a wheat farm, but it's a bread farm. So, these guys here harvest all the wheat, turn the wheat into bread, try to feed it to the guy here in the center, and I have a bunch of stuff to stop it from ever getting to him, and I steal it. Then it comes down into the chests, and... yeah, then we have bread. Lots of food. Cow cooker. Essentially, cows are in here. And I hit a button. They bounce because of the water. And you just feed them hay. And all the little ones come down here. When they grow up, you can just kill them. Over here is the creeper farm. So, gunpowder. It comes in here. You just stand here, hit the switch, let it do its thing. Alright, so that's the main community base. That's where everyone can come and grab supplies and then go off and do their own little things. This is a nice highway. Grab a boat, hop on there. It's not as fast as flying, but it does the job. So we're going to go check out my end base now. And that is over at the stronghold. And again, just easier to fly. Sorry, it is a little dead air, but won't take too long to get there. So there's been a number of people that joined here, built a little bit, and, you know, they come on from time to time. And this is just where I'll come and try some creative ideas, and something might click in my brain where it's like, oh, I want to build something like this. And I'll show you exactly what that looks like. I think it was 2200 and negative 350. So it should be... yep, just over here. There's where the ice highway comes down, and then there's a water column there, take you all the way down here. It's a little village. And... yeah. So this is where the stronghold is. I have little towers so I can find my way. Hi, everyone. Alright, so you can just come in here, grab a minecart, throw it down, hop on it. It'll take you all the way down. Dee. Creepy. Alright. Oh, that's my lay. Still can't get you to the end. You're not going to come to the end, are you? Alright. So, yeah, I just hop in the end portal. So this is what I've been terraforming in here. I've just been playing around in the end island. Just because it's wide open, it's dark, and the only thing that spawns in here is Enderman. So, when you first come in, you come up the stairs, and you'll notice, hey look, my giant comet. Yes, it's a giant waste of time, I guess. But it was fun. So as you can see, it's a round ball with a little tail. And the little boardwalk around here is just ways for all the end city gateways, just where you can either fly down or jump down to wherever you want to go. I made it so you just grab a ender pearl, throw it in there, and it takes you over to the end cities, which is where the elytras are if you're not familiar. And the comet does look pretty cool. Still, not my pride and joy. My pride and joy is over that way. And as you can see, an arrow. Not a bad landing. So, arrow of lights pointing that way. Again, another ice highway. Oh, there's where my boats are. We're going to take the ice highway instead of flying just cause. So you would normally just put a boat down, and I'd grab the one that most likely Sue left here. And if you watch the coordinates, this is how fast it goes. You can really motor. And this is my end base. Another boat. You want to grab the door? Right on. So, giant trampoline, as you might think, but it's not. Actually, let's go down this way. So, right over here is my ultimate storage system. Everyone can come here. You can grab a few things. Totems of Undying make it so if you die, it brings you back to life. Nifty little thing to have. Got it from my raid farm. I'll show in a different video some other time. So, this is... Oh, don't mind the redstone. This is the ultimate storage facility where every block in the game comes down and gets sorted and filtered in here. So it's like, if you want some terracotta, I got some terracotta for you. You want some obsidian? Yeah, got lots of that. Grind obsidian, more than you can need. So it's like, as I find things, I built this little storage system to hold it. Yes, this is a lot. There's well over 1 million blocks placed here in the end. And it's crazy. Anyway, so literally every kind of block that you could ever need. I built a little aquarium in there. Fish, frogs swimming around in there. It's a great time. This is where all the wool got moved to, as you can see from the back of the castle. I was building with concrete. That's what this little contraption is. I'm going to update this to a smart piston eventually. But you would just sit here and click with... Let's grab some yellow powder. Turns it into concrete, so you just sit there and hold in the button. It pushes it across. Once it gets to a certain distance... Where are you? Yeah, see? Pushes it out. So this way here, you don't have to, like, with concrete powder, it starts as powder. You have to make it wet, then it turns to concrete, then you mine it. It's a pain in the arse, but some pretty nice, interesting colors. So you can definitely do some cool little projects with it. And I'll show you what. This is a nifty little thing I made for... Oh, I do need some healing. Hit the switch, and you get hit with some experience bottles. Heals up all your gear. When you're done, hit it. Hit the button, get out. There is just an endless supply of bottles of enchanting, which is easy way to heal up your gear. And now I am full. So we're going to go... Yeah, maybe we'll go up. Just level by level. So this is just like an observation area where I was going to build off in different sides and stuff like that, just to do something. Sue built a house over here, nice little road going to it, and down there is kind of like a little loungy area with water. You could either fly up or you could take the scaffolding. We're going to go the scaffolding route. cat. Ow! Get up there, you. Alright. So, this is something of my own design. Enchanting can be done in there. Hit a switch, and it's a bookcase. Hit another switch, and all goes away. Pretty neat. This here is my automatic potion brewer. A little bit of designing to this. This was a little crazy, so back to the rockets again. So as you can see, there's all the potions are right in here. Well, this one has room. So what you do is you hit the button. As you can see, potions came in here, and then automatically all the ingredients for that potion get put into that brewing stand and it starts brewing. Actually, see, I can even show you. Like, we got another wart in there right now, making an awkward potion, and then all the ingredients get put into it in order. Glistening melon. See, it's a sweet little thing. This is my super smelter. So essentially, you put everything that you want to smelt into this chest and hit this lever. When you do, all that stuff gets put up in a water column up that way, and then funneled over to this chest right here, and then it gets put down inside of these right here, and you hit the switch, and the pistons just move it along, and it just automatically gets fed, I think 6 at a time, and it just keeps going around, and then by the time it comes up to the center here, everything's all smelted, goes into this chest, and it's super cool. Oh. Turn off the switch. This is my automatic anvil replacer. So unnecessary. So there's an anvil here. You ever need it for doing anything, you just rename stuff, enchant stuff, whatever it is you're doing. And if it breaks, then more fall. And so there's always going to be one there. And people can just come and grab any potion that they want. Some of my personal favorites are, let's see, fire resistance for swimming in lava, and of course night vision so that you can go into caves and everything looks super bright. And over there is where I'm building my little armor stand using the skulk. And it's like, oh, come in here. That's where my armor's going to be. So as you can see, this is what it is. We're building our way up to my pride and joy, right up there. So, oh yeah, I guess, thanks to Link, he has shown how to brew potions. So he made a book. I put a book here. So if you ever want to learn how to brew a potion, it's right there. This is the inner workings of my automatic potion brewer. I told you it's crazy and I have way too much time. Alright, so let's get out of here. Go up to the next level. Ow. Ooh, that took a lot of hearts. So, this is my kitchen. Yeah, it's a floating kitchen. Same concept with the smokers here as the furnaces down there. Hit the lever, and all of these things move around and get filled up with stuff, and yeah, it's cool. All your stuff that you need to cook goes in here. That's more George than George. He's dancing to the jukebox, which I have some discs in here, and goes in there. Other ingredients. Food, as it gets sorted, there's the chicken, fish, more fish, potatoes, kelp, and then everything else that's not sorted comes into these chests here. Other foods, as you can see. Yeah, it was interesting. So now, oh, there's some skulk, yeah. We're going to go check out, hey, Oh, I'm lagging. So, this is my arena that I built. And I got a nice little feature with the lights going all the way around. A lot of redstone for that. So, again, concrete. Looks pretty cool. Nice little design on the floor. This is where you can watch people duke it out. I'm going to be building like a PvP area in there, full of just places to jump and shoot arrows and whatever it is you want to do to kill your opponent, I guess. Let's go down in the stairs. So yeah, this is the field here. It's huge, as you can tell. And it's identical all the way around, so yeah, there we go. So this water elevator is set to up. This was a nifty little bit of rigging here. So we hit the button here. And just wait a second here, and this will all change to down. Just like that. So this is the staging area for the arena. And again, you just hit a button, and it switches whether it's going to be an up elevator or down elevator. 4 sides, and that was some complex redstone that goes on in there. But yeah, this is the design I was doing. I think it's pretty nifty. And a little book. Oh. You can sign, guest book, whatever. Yeah, Sue signed that one. I'm going to build like a little repair station up here. And let's see. Yeah, there we go. This is the underneath of it. So, that is what I've been spending my time on. This is the world. This is my favorite part, though. Yay! All the way down. And frog's just sitting in there for some reason. So yeah, back down into here. There's a lot more to this world. I mean, I've never even really took you to the Nether or anything like that. But that's a little bit of a tour. This is part of the sorting system, so let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to throw this stuff in there. So you can either throw a shulker, which is this thing right here, on top of these hoppers by crouching, and they will automatically get drained out and then sent into the storage system. And when you break them, they'll pop back down in there themselves. But if you have any loose items, you can just come here and click on it. And just throw that in there. And as you can see, it's getting drained out and going into the system, which is underneath here. Oh, I'll switch off that. And let's go down and find our coal blocks. Right here. So what's happening is it's all getting pushed through the system and getting funneled in. Blocks of coal. And it's reason why it's taking a little bit longer. I'll show you in a second when I go in behind it. Come on now. Where are you? The inner workings. Massive sorting system. Lots of redstone. Ah, there's my coal blocks. Alright. And I put a block out in front of each box so that way there you can just kind of look and see what it is. Oh. And as you can see, it's automatically going into the box that I want it to. So this way here, if I ever need coal, I can come and get it from here. And yes, fish swim through this little tunnel here above. I did have axolotl in here. They died. Because they're not smart. Hi, fishies. Yeah, so that's it. There's tons of farms all over this world and stuff, and I'll give another tour, but I just wanted to give a little showing so that if anyone wants to join the world, build something, play a little bit, I've taken care of everything where it's basically now you just get to build. You don't have to worry about getting food, you don't have to worry about getting anything at all. It's all here, and you're free to help yourself to whatever you might need. Um, Same thing goes with your kids. If you want your kids to come play on the world, it's very friendly, aside from the bong, but I'm pretty sure kids have seen bongs nowadays. Oh, I should go and... I always did like the sound of that slime blocks traveling on. So essentially what I do when I come in here is I'll fill up a shulker box, and I'll show you where some of those are, and you can help yourself to them. But every time you come in here, grab your supplies. All I do is I make sure I always have full fireworks, and that way there I can fly everywhere. So when it comes to the storage, everything that doesn't get sorted comes into the section of chests here. So anything that doesn't really have a home, this starts to fill up. Also where all the shulkers go. And potion ingredients are over here. So this here is like all shulkers. So it's like if someone wants one, they can come grab one. If you want 5, you can grab 5, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's a million around. They're basically a portable chest. You take with you, you store anything you want in there. When you're done, break it, goes into your inventory. Easy way to bring around a whole bunch of stuff. So like when I'm building like contraptions, I'll put all my supplies into that. There's just tons of different color shulkers and stuff like that. Plus, I have a shulker farm, which gives shulker shells, and you use these to make them. So it's great. So that's essentially it for right here anyway. I'll fly straight up. One of my favorite things to do. Yay! And you bounce forever. So much wasted time. But it was fun. I never gave Minecraft a chance. This was my first time playing it. And I found it really did scratch like an OCD itch. It was great. Like, I mean, you make things uniform. But you don't have to. Like, that over there is not uniform in any sense of the word. But it looks good. At least to me. And then if you ever come back to the island and you need to go back to your base, you just come to the center here where you kill the dragon. And jump in. It takes you back to your spawn. For me, it's right on the top of the castle. I am kind of proud of this in the nether. I'm just going to show this right here. I designed this here as well. This is a gold bartering farm. So with all the gold coming from the piglin farm with the nether portals on the outside, you come here and trade it. I have a system set up. All of this is just filled with gold, as you can see. And yes, more redstone, more designing stuff. As I was building this, I kind of seen that it started to look like a dragon head, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I was going to come back and add detail, but I was like, whatever. So, this here is my piglin gold bartering farm. They're all holding little blocks of gold. So, what I do is I hit a button up here. It fires down an iron ingot, which goes into that hopper. Once something passes through that hopper, it spits out gold. Like, it triggers it, spits out gold. So every time he throws something, comes into there, and then goes down into my system that I have set up, and I'll show in a second. And yeah, But if I ever want to turbocharge it, I have 4 of them here. As you can see, they're iron nuggets in there. So I got all 4 of them trading. I want it to go super fast. I hit this lever, and all of a sudden they're instant trading, as you can see. And then all of their stuff gets funneled down. It was just coming into this chest. I only had 1 guy in here, and it was working, but then I supercharged it. And you come down here, and everything gets sorted. I am a fan of sorting things. And it just all comes this way. It fills up from the bottom first. But the bottom is actually technically down there. And yeah, anything that's overflow or we have too much of goes into the lava automatically. It's a neat little thing. And then I have it set up so if you want a certain type of item, you want nether quartz, put a shulker box here like this, and it will automatically fill up. And then once it's full, you can break it and take it with you. And it's an easy way to get your supplies and cool things like that. Yeah, so this was my nifty little nether thing I built. There's a ton of things here in the nether that I have built, but again, I'll save that for another day. I am going to end it here.